Hey my thrifty friends, Tabs here from the Urban Goddess shop. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going over like my favorite topic, my favorite brands, 5 outdoor brands that sell well. Some of these you're going to be familiar with, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a spin on this. So each brand we're going to break down, we're going to talk about materials, styles, things that you should be looking for, top dollar items, and then kind of the lower dollar items that maybe you should be checking comps on, considering whether they're worth picking up. We're heading into winter. This is the season where I really make the most money off of these brands and where people are really shopping for them. We have 5 brands. We're going to do one bonus one, and then at the end, I'm going to go over keywords that you should be using in these. If there's anything you want to add throughout the video, drop down in the comments. You know the deal. So the first brand we're going to talk about is Patagonia. I don't even know if we have to say anything else about it. Patagucci, come on, we all know this brand. We love it. It's like the golden goose. It's the brand that you're always looking for and that you don't always find. Patagonia is a durable, multifunctional clothing and gear for outdoor active pursuits. I like that. I just kind of like Googled each one to find out, what does the brand stand for? Retail cost on Patagonia is mid to high range. There are some lower range stuff, but that's like your t-shirts, your toques, your socks, bathing suits, things like that. But typically their outdoor gear is mid to high range. It does hold really well for resale value, and I think that's why it's coveted so much. That's why everyone is trying to find it. It holds such good resale value. The top dollar items that I would be looking for is anything down-filled. They're nanos, they're pullover down-filled, very, very thin down-filled, but it's super, super warm, great to layer with. They're puffer coats, anything that has Gore-Tex that's from Patagonia. The 3-in-1 jacket, I was looking that one up and I couldn't believe the comps, and it was like consistent solds. That jacket is amazing. It holds such high resale value. I feel like it's not something that people come across very often, but definitely would be something that I would be looking for. And then one of the surprising ones, but not really, was the rare print chinchilla fleeces. So Patagonia has this line, they're called the chinchilla fleeces. Some of them are like common prints, they're easy to find, and some are considered rare, and I was seeing sold comps upwards of like $250, $300 for some of these fleeces, which like blew my mind. Definitely going to do some research and find out which ones I should be looking for though, because I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away for what they were selling. Some of the lower dollar items that I'm pretty cautious on, especially depending on how much the cost of goods are t-shirts, shorts, pants. I've picked up a ton of pants. Some do well, some I sit on for a while. Beanies, toques, like knit hats, and even some of the kids' clothes. I couldn't believe the price difference on a chinchilla between a kid's chinchilla and an adult chinchilla, and really there's not much difference. There wasn't as good of value in the kids' ones. So I don't know if I would be paying up for some of these lower dollar items to turn around and sell them. Just some food for thought, that when you're going out and you're finding any of these brands, make sure you're searching comps for each of them, because each one has different styles, colorways that hold more value. Let's go into number 2, and that is Arc'teryx. This is probably one of the highest valued outdoor brands that I'm aware of. What Arc'teryx stands for is they offer long-lasting, durable products crafted from high-quality materials, and that is them to a T. That is Arc'teryx 100%. The retail cost on their items, I consider pretty high. I don't even think they're mid to high. I just think they're like high. They also hold really good resale value because the material is such high quality, their designs are such high quality, their resale value is like, it's up there. And I think it's just another one of those coveted brands that when you find it, you're snatching it up, you're probably paying up for it, but you're going to make money off of it. Their top dollar items would be their Gore-Tex jackets. You're probably going to feel the jacket. If you don't own one, the first time you touch one, you're going to be like, really? This is selling for $900? Because it doesn't, like, there's no insulation in it. A lot of their jackets are just considered like a shell jacket. So there's something that you would layer with. They are windproof. They're good at holding temperature in. They have a lot of technical features in them. But yeah, you'll be surprised because you'll be expecting a super thick parka and it's just going to be this 3-layer Gore-Tex shell jacket. The other thing that I found that held really well for them were their ski bibs, their snow pants, their backpacks. Their backpacks range from like $200 and up. I've seen backpacks from them for like $400 or $500. I actually saw an avalanche backpack that sold for $500 on Poshmark, which I was like, holy smokes, that's crazy. But Avi packs, they are really expensive as well. Pretty much any of their outdoor wintry gear is very high value. The big bucks in most of these brands is going to be in their winter technical gear. For their lower dollar value, there wasn't very much, but I would say like shirts, tanks, shorts, beanies, and those are generally just low cost for every brand. Although I have still sold Arc'teryx shirts for like $45, $55, depending on the style, material, content, things like that. But like most of the stuff they're making is such high quality that you are getting pretty close to retail value if it is current and in really good condition. Very, very safe bet for resale. Number 3 is another one of my favorites, and it's Fjällräven. I say Fjällräven, I think it's Fjällräven. I don't speak Swedish, but anyways, they are a functional, durable, and timeless brand. And I like how they add timeless, because what they're saying is that when you buy one of their items, you don't have to replace it next season. It's not going to go out of style. This is an item that you're going to invest in and you're probably going to own, you know, for 5, 10, 15 years. Their retail cost on their items is mid to high. They do have some lower cost stuff, but I do find if you're going into their technical gear, it can get pretty pricey. Resale holds quite well as well, depending on the item. A lot of the technical gear stuff holds really well. Top dollar would be their parkas, insulated coats. I was surprised their large duffel bags and travel bags hold really good value. Like I'm talking a couple $100. Their pants, I was actually looking at some hiking / like rock climbing pants, and they're about $250 to $300. And that was brand new, but on resale, I was still seeing them for over $150, which is crazy. And yeah, any of their technical gear, it is a logo you can't miss. I'm always looking for it. I find it, you know, once every 3 or 4 months. Not very often for me. Let's go into number 4, and that is North Face. This is the brand, or the North Face. Everyone knows it. I like the blurps. They were kind of all over the place. This brand, I feel like, has their hands in everything. The retail cost is low to high. They have varying lines. Resale also depends on the item. So for North Face, I say check comps on everything. Although I do like to grab, they're kind of like spring jackets. I don't know how to describe them. They're not windbreaker, but they're like water repellent jackets. Usually those are selling for about $50. I don't really pick up shirts and sweaters from them anymore. The resale value, I just haven't been finding there unless you're getting their kind of like designer Gorp core line. So they do have like a Gorp core line, which is like their more fashion-based line, and those I find hold really good value. Top dollar for North Face would be their puffer coats. There are so many sold comps on their puffer coats. They are known for their puffer coats. Their parkas, anything with Gore-Tex, their Gorp core items, as I said. Down-filled vests, same things. Hundreds of down-fill vests have sold, and they are selling for like over 100, over 150, depending on the thickness of the fill, of the downfill, and I guess the colorways, things like that. There are some really, really good resale North Face vests. And the lower dollar items for this brand would be like shirts, sweats, hoodies. They had lots of low-end price comps, but I think it's just because this is such a readily available brand. It's a brand that's available to everyone, and it's sold everywhere. It's sold at like Sport Check. Almost every sports store sells North Face. It's just made more available, and I think it's more mass produced than some of the other brands. Number 5, and this is kind of a newer brand to me because I don't see it a lot here in Canada. There are a couple stores that sell it, but it's not as popular of a brand, and I think it's probably more popular down in the States. And the brand, and I could be butchering this too, Cotopaxi. They are known for colorful, sustainably designed outdoor gear to fuel adventure, and they do not disappoint in the colorful section. Everything is so bright. The colorways are amazing. I am actually now searching on Poshmark for my own Cotopaxi puffer jacket because I just love the colors. Unfortunately, there's just not very much in Canada. So I would love to find one that would fit me. The retail prices are kind of everywhere, low to high. I feel like it's a pretty affordable brand. They do have quite a few items that are affordable. Resale again was everywhere as well. Comps were all over the place. Like, it was so crazy, and to me it didn't even make sense why some things were selling so low, some were so high. I did have to go into Poshmark US to do my searching on this because we just didn't have enough of a database in Canada to base my information on, I guess. Top dollar goes to their puffer jackets. Their backpacks hold really good value, like over $100. I found a sleeping bag on there for like over $200 that it sold. It was pretty cool, not gonna lie. Their down-filled parkas, anything that was like down-filled winter seemed to be doing well. Their lower value items were shirts, beanies, and kids stuff. They actually had a lot of kids stuff on Posh US. Didn't really sell for that much money, but I guess it depends what your cost of goods are on those as well. Okay, so those were my 5 brands. I love all of these brands. I love outdoor gear. I am Gorpcore. I'm a granola girl. This is like who I am at the core. But I also wanted to go over 2 bonus brands, and I think this depends which country you're in. So if you're in Canada, the brand is MEC and it's Mountain Equipment Co-op. And if you're in the States, it's REI. I actually don't know what REI stands for. I should have looked that up. Basically, they are like a technical gear brand that's kind of like your no-name brand. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is a brand, but it's not like Patagonia or whatever. And they tend to have very affordable outdoor items. For either of these brands, I would be looking up comps, but I definitely always talk about MEC. It is something that I grab all the time. Their technical gear is great. Their jackets are great. They make good fleecies, wool blends, sustainable clothing. Like, everything kind of checks off. And I know REI is the same. So these, despite all the big brands that have like the big dollars, don't pass up on MEC or REI because both of these brands can also have very surprising comps. This covers all my outdoor brands. I hope this helps you guys when you're outsourcing, helps you when you're looking through things, what to look for, what types of things are holding more value. And then the last kind of like bonus, I got another bonus for you guys, was going over keywords that I use. I don't have a huge list, but these are the most common ones I use: Gorpcore, granola girl, hiking, outdoors, Gore-Tex, down-filled, goose-filled, technical, like anything, any keywords that are popping up in the description of the item off of their website, I would pull in and put into your tags. But these are the top tags that I'm using whenever I'm doing outdoor gear. If there is anything you want to add, drop in the comments. Let me know, guys. What are your thoughts? Do you carry these brands? Are you looking for them? I'd love to know. Give me a thumbs up if this helps you in your reselling business. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you tap that subscribe button. Get on the train, join the fun. I'd love to see you here. Thank you for tuning in. I am wishing you guys all many sales, and I'll see you next time. Bye.